growing, especially from small starts up and they become like not huge, but you know, reasonable size company. So to me, because I enjoy doing all this, I don't feel so stressed out myself. Of course, sometimes I feel tired. When you're at this age already, you get tired sometimes. But I think, putting that aside, if I do some cooking and I read some magazines, you know.
Sebelum bersara saya masuk kerja, jadi tak ada masalah lah untuk rasa stres dan sebagainya sebab kalau ada masa saya main badminton, pukul hilanglah stres. Kalau tidak saya jalan-jalan. Kan saya di KL banyak buku, kedai buku yang hebat. Jadi cuma bila di sini saya sedih. tak ada kedai buku yang saya ni ya. Kalau masih bekerja begitu ya, sebab saya suka kerja saya. Saya berjumpa dengan ramai orang. Saya hanya di KL, saya bila pindah ke KL saya banyak peluang melawat ke seluruh dunia. Banyak kali ke Jakarta dan sebagainya, walaupun kerja. Walaupun saya masih seorang, saya tak ada masalah. Saya suka enjoy life dan sebagainya. Sekarang saya nak belajar mengaji dan sebagainya, solat dengan baik ya. Jadi ya, masa zaman dulu masih kerja, petang-petang kalau ada kawan ajak pergi tengok bola, saya suka juga. Sebab jerit-jerit di situ habislah, hilang tension namanya.
So I have a questions to both of you. Number one, I'll address to yang berbahagia Datuk Zaiton. Looking at your sharing just now, I think apa yang saya tangkap di sana is that the foundation of being brought up as by good parents is very important. Yeah, I think having a good family and being close to your family. And I'm sure apa yang penting what you parents do is membaca buku. Yeah, I have a passion to make sure parents read to their children. So, but sekarang ni, most of our parents, especially young parents do, apa yang kita lihat, dia give their babies iPad kang dia punya telefon. So, what is your advice to young people yang even said, read to your children first before you teach them the computer, you know, the laptop. I think this is, I really want to hear from you about this. My second question is to yang berbahagia Datuk Alexandra. Congratulations again being the tokoh Malang Wanita for this year. You have come to the peak of your career, being the first women Malaysian and also Asian women leader in your association. And I think one of the things that I really like to know from you is regarding because you have to travel a lot, yeah, all over the world. It's about financial planning, or you know, you must be spending a lot of money traveling. So how to have the support in this way?
Tak boleh sangat dibagi ya. Dia boleh download sendiri dan sebagainya. Tapi saya pula saya fikir diberi dan dikawal. Baru-baru ini ada satu rancangan di televisyen Al-Hijrah tentang bagaimana mendepani atau menangani isu ini. Dan ibu-ibu yang muda ni mesti rajin membaca jugalah, baca tentang pro dan kontra dia. Cuma saya sebenarnya sebab saya dari kecil mak saya lepas bekerja kan dia duduk kami ada di katil. Waktu tu dia baru dua orang je, saya dengan adik saya Hajah. Beliau bersyair. Jadi saya masa tu tak ada kan, tak ada iPad. Masa ni sekarang ni canggih sangat lah.
See, when we are officers of ACCA or even in the council, we are very fortunate that the financial side is taken care by the association. See, because it's like working full-time, you know, as an officer, especially as a president, it's like working full-time. So we don't get any pay. For the last 12 years, I have never been paid by ACCA. It's all giving my time and giving back to the organization. So the very little that the organization can do is to just compensate us for our traveling and our hotels. So, but there is no pay for the last years. That's why my friend was teasing me. If you had put that amount of time in your practice, you would probably make more money. But I said, okay, you know, let my husband make the money. I enjoy what I'm doing. So that is not important. So yes, they actually take care of the financial aspect of the traveling expenses. So because you have to travel so much, and we are already giving our time. But I think one very important issue is that, and it can be a challenge, is time management. Time management is key. I think just now our chairman has already said, each one of us is given 24 hours, the same 24 hours. So how do we manage the time? I can say that despite my heavy schedule traveling last year, I have never missed a deadline. My deadlines are still on time. I still complete all my work. Why? Because I have a team of very responsible staff. And I do take care of my staff. They have been with me, some of them, a few of them have been with me the day one I started my practice. So they are experienced and I rely on them. But of course, you know, at the end of this year, when I pay bonuses, I have to pay more because I have been traveling around and they have been working hard for me. So they have to be remunerated well. So that's one. And on the home front, my husband has been very supportive. I don't know how many packs of Maggi mee he has eaten or take away in my absence, because even the children my daughter is too busy to eat with the father. So if he has slipped down, my friend didn't see him for 1 year. My council friend said, you have lost a lot of weight, you know. So sorry, I mean, for me, I've been growing sideways, you know, with all those dinners that you know, that you are invited to. So I think that is one. But for me, I have the habit of not checking my emails and not doing anything after 8 p.m. and I go to sleep early as I can. And I'm an early bird. When before I travel, you see, we have a very timetable, you know, well-planned timetable, that when and where the meetings are coming or when the events, all planned ahead. So I know when I'm traveling, and that is almost every month, the last year. So before I travel, I will get my staff to fix up all the appointments for me to meet my clients. Or upon coming back, I will meet, immediately I meet my clients, and they will know when I'm coming back. Or what I do is, because I am signing off the auditor's report, I still review every file that I have. So I used to probably, I have the habit of getting up something like 4 a.m. I sleep early, but I wake up. Like I say, you have to be hardworking. So I get up. I can get up at 4 a.m. to review the files. And that is a good time for me because there's no noise, no interferences, and I just get to do my, you know, my job with full concentration. And to me, that works very well. Probably it doesn't work for, you know, a lot of people, but for me, I found that hour is very good for me. 4 to 6. Maybe 2 hours, I can do a lot of work. And when I travel, especially when I'm traveling to Europe and the UK, there's 8 hours, 7 hours difference. So I can do a lot of work, and the beauty of IT, using leverage on the IT. So my office will upload the files for me, and I will just review. And by the time they get to the office the next morning, I have finished reviewing the file. So leverage on the IT, on the tools, and find your own, I don't know what you call it, your own timing. What time of the day is best for you? So to me, it's very early morning. I'm an early bird. If I sleep later during weekend, I get headache. So if I don't work, I also get a headache. So to me, it works well for it. So find that good timing for yourself.
Saya amat dekatlah dengan Hajah Zaiton, saya rasa, sebab saya mula mengenali beliau ketika saya masih di bangku sekolah, melalui satu rancangan di radio Malaysia Sabah ketika itu, tahun 70-an ataupun 80-an, saya tak ingat. Jadi masa itu adalah rancangan interview dengan Datuk Zaiton. Kerana saya masa itu tidak mempunyai banyak akses kepada bacaan, ya, masa itu masih budak-budak lah. So saya ingin mungkin mencadangkanlah sebenarnya kepada Datuk, why not dalam era Datuk sekarang sudah pencen, buat satu kumpulan, maybe supporting group ke dia tentang kepentingan membaca.
Cadangan beliau memang baiklah. Cuma sekarang ni banyak cara kita boleh buat sebenarnya, ya. Jadi cadangan beliau bagus, insyaAllah kita cuba. Dan beliau masih terus berminat, ya. Soalan-soalan bahasa beliau memang sangat mencabar untuk maklumannya. Saya tak tahu, kemudian bila saya dengar tanya Nejon rakan, baru saya tahu lah. Dan alhamdulillah masa saya di Haji, saya dah sebenarnya berurusan untuk dapatkan hak cipta untuk braille bagi kamus, ya. Saya rasa sudah dilaksanakan lah. Jadi cuma idea beliau tentang bertemu untuk buku ni, bicara buku mungkin boleh.
What nowadays I find most girls especially living in agony and suffering. So I would like this is because of violence and whatever we can say lah, with all the divorce rising up every year. So what is your comment with this statement that I just heard last night through one article? Dying useful is better than living without serving a purpose.
First, I'd like to add on to the reading habit. And I think this is a very good habit because personally, I read a lot of those biographies of successful women. I have a lot of books. When I shop, I also shop a lot of books. Every time I go to the airport, before I go into the boarding room, I will stop by, at the bookshop there to collect a few books. I'm always carrying books. So to me, this women biography, the biography of these successful women, they are very, very encouraging. The way they have achieved their goals or how they have climbed up to where they are. So I love those books, So it is very good if you can cultivate the reading habits, especially among women, When you see how they have struggled and, life is never easy. It is not meant to be easy, but it is not meant to be complicated as well. But as you will realize that you get kind of motivated by all these books. Dying useful, living without a purpose. Well, I think to me, there is a lot more in life than just not doing anything. Earlier, I have said, I do not want to live up to 80 years and still wondering whether I will be the president and whether I can make myself a good president. You know, all this should have done, you should have done are very painful, and you keep thinking about it because you have missed. I would have missed that window. You see, so the reason I wanted to give back to ACCA is because ACCA has given me so many opportunities. You know, when I go around speaking to members and especially students, you know, I wanted to inspire them with my story. I wanted to tell them like the opportunities, I want them to have that opportunities, that the same opportunities that ACCA has given me. So to me, when I go there, when I speak, I am not only promoting the ACCA qualification, not the product, but to share with them a future, to share the future with this younger generation. So that's what I do. And it is that, what I wanted to do is always, you know, keeping me on track. So to me is, you know, even dying, but I'm doing something useful. Probably I will not be able to change the world. You know, people want to change the world. I may not be able to change the world, but I may be able to improve the life of some of the younger generation. See, like me, I have not heard of ACCA before, but I had this good fortune to meet somebody who shared ACCA with me and show me the way. So that's what I like to do, to share the future with this younger generation, and that has kept me on track. So I do believe that doing and dying useful, making yourself useful, is very meaningful, and it will give you the enrichment in your life, and that I can say for myself. Thank you.
Okay. Terima kasih kepada Datuk Alexandra dan Datuk Hajah Hajah Zaiton Ajamain. Saya ada satu impian. Setelah hampir 4 tahun saya berada dengan MPWS dan saya mengenali keupayaan wanita-wanita kita, dan my dream is bagaimana kita perlu strategize, Datuk-Datuk, supaya wanita kita menguasai pentas nasional. Kita mesti strategize. Kalau tidak, kehebatan kita hanya terpendam di sini. Dan mari kita sama-sama. Saya ada line, saya ada ruang, dan saya mahukan hanyalah kesediaan puan-puan untuk bermain di pentas nasional secara sukarela, sebagai sukarelawan.